Hi, my name's Neil and welcome to Retro for You, and thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Now today we're working on this here, an Astro Wars. Now I had one of these as a child and I saw this on Facebook for the sum of £10, but unfortunately it rattles and it doesn't turn on. So we're going to see today if we can fix this. So without further ado, let's crack on and see if we can get this sorted. I bought this from Facebook. It was on there for like £10 or something. I thought, so I used to have one of these as I was a kid. Now, it does rattle, as you can hear. It doesn't do anything when I power it on, and it actually smells a bit burnt. So I don't know what the hell has happened to this. It's also missing its joystick, so I'm going to see if I can find something we can 3D print for that to try and get it working, if we do get it working. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to have a look at this, see if we can get it open and have a look, see if we can fix it. I did buy a so-called repair kit, which is a transistor and a diode, which is supposed to be the main things that go in this machine. So what we're going to do, we're going to get it apart and have a look inside and see what it's like. When you're restoring and building retro computers, sometimes you need a little more help. That's where PCBWay come in. They produce high quality custom PCBs perfect for replacement boards, prototypes, or even your own retro products. So once you've got your project you want to build, all you got to do is simply click Add to Cart, which is this big green button on the right hand side. Once you've done that, you're presented with this new page here. Now it'll say here, we have detected 2-layer board at 45 by 51, etc. Depending on what board you got, obviously that changes. And as long as it says here 100% success, you're all good to go. Now there is a hyperlink at the top here for simple tutorial, which will give you some more information should you get lost. And we do have some options we do need to set. The first one being, make sure you have the right country selected for your shipping costs, so you can make sure you're paying the right amount of postage to get it to your country. Now you got the quantity here, which is always set to 5, which is great because you've always got spares if things do actually go wrong on your build. Now also a couple of options down below which are worth looking at is here, which is your solder mask color and also your silk screen color. So your solder mask color is the color of the board, the silk screen color is the color of the words on the board, and last but not least, down the bottom here you can have assembly service if you want to get this board built, and then SMD stencil, which is a small stencil you put over your board. You scrape the paste on and it puts the paste onto the pads, which makes it easier to solder. Just word of warning, when you order these, don't order a huge one like I tend to do. After you've done this, you click the button here, save to cart. It will then be processed. After processing, it will require payment. After you've paid, it will then move to production status. Then of course, after production, it'll be sent out to you. As you can see, the color of boards is absolutely excellent and the quality is second to none. Great job, PCBWay. They also mention not only does PCBWay do boards, they also do 3D printing, which is great for projects like this when you need a case, but also they do CNC machining, which again is great for other projects just like this. So whether you're into repairing a retro classic or just building something brand new, PCBWay is the way to go. So check out the link down below, and on that note, let's crack on. So it looks like it's just these screws on the bottom, so let's quickly get them undone. So that should be all the screws out, hopefully. Now how to get into this thing, I've no idea. This may be a problem. This is quite complicated to get apart. I've actually got... Whoops, that didn't. Well, it seems to have come apart. And in here we have a multitude of parts. What else have we got? That looks like the speaker. We've got a big spring, I guess that's off the fire button, and then we have a power, a select, and we're missing a button somewhere. Why didn't that come apart easy? That was a pain. So now we need to undo these screws here and take this bit apart here. Oh, looks like this has been broken before, because these screws are just twisting. Does that mean the whole lot's twisting? I don't know what's going on here, guys. I thought this would be an easy, quick video. Right, it is slowly coming apart if I pull it as I do it. So there you go. Right, we're going to take this out here, this transistor, because like I said, it has got a hole in it. So let me just quickly try and remove that. So you can see there now, that has now cleared the holes, and there it is. You can probably see there now, there is a whopping big hole inside it. So that definitely needed replacing. Now next we have the SO6, which is down here, can you just see? Need to make note of which way it goes in case it wasn't written on the board, but it is actually written on the board. So we'll just get some tweezers and just pull that out, and there it is. One looks a lot better, no holes blown in it, and in it goes. That was the right way, wasn't it? I presume it was. And we'll also pop this diode in as well. Obviously the line facing the line. Bit difficult getting in, this one is. There it goes, in it goes, just like so, as easy as that. And then we'll just solder them from beneath. So hopefully now this will now work, but again we're not sure. Is that the speaker? Just that one piece of metal? That's mad. Can't be. Well, I'm going to attempt to put this back together. Just bear with me, because you saw how long it took me to get it apart. So I can see it being quite problematic trying to get it back together. How they did the actual colours, it's just coloured film over the top of the LCD. That's the gist of it back together. I'm probably ready to test now. Now I need to get my voltage power supply. I want to know what's rattling, or whatever's rattling has stopped now. There is a concerning burn mark there. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that doesn't mean the screen's actually blown. Hope it's going to be okay, but we don't know, do we, until we try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the power supply and we're just going to connect it up, ready to go. So I've done some researching, and apparently it's 6 volt and it's center negative, so we need to make sure that this is correct by just checking the continuity. So this one here needs to go onto the negative, and then the other one obviously onto the positive, and we'll just double check that now. So if I go this way, it should be negative, shouldn't it? If I turn it to voltage, go this way, it should be negative 6 volt, which it is. So if I put the negative in there, the positive on the outside, there we have 6 volt. So that's correct. So without further ado, that's the joystick in it. Let's go and plug this in. And we've got nothing yet, but we do need the power switch here. And believe it or not, I actually believe it's working. You can see the little transformers there. So we need to just put that on there. There's a fire button. The start button. And I can move. What can I shoot? I think I'm missing a button here. No, I get it. So that one should be there, shouldn't it? Yes, look at that. Gaming at its best. I can remember playing this at school. I do need to sort out some sort of joystick, and we do need to get the thing back together, but we can safely say that I died. But we safely say that that is fixed. Let me zoom it in a bit so you guys can see it. Look how cool that is. I'm quite happy with that. So I've just stripped the inside out, because we have this here which has got the pattern, and then we have this freaky film here that goes over the other side, which is a reflector, just so I can give it a clean on the inside. Look at that now. Does that not look better? It does have some bit of like a mark on there that doesn't want to come off, but it does seem a lot cleaner. Now the hard bit is getting it back together, because I don't know how the hell it came apart. This is quite difficult. So after a lot of messing, I think I've actually worked it out. I think what you need to do is present this to this, just like so. Look at that. That's how you do it. So now, we still need to set out a joystick, don't we? Surely that's something we can 3D print easy. So I want to try and get a screw in now, just to hold this in place, because I don't trust it to pop out with everything falling out. So we'll just stick some screws in here. Just like so. So now we have the main controller sorted, and now we need to figure out how to get this back on again. Hopefully it should go on. So why did I have loads of trouble getting it apart, and then it just goes together as easy as that? So I'm just going to get the rest of the screws in, and then we'll give it another power on to check it's still working. Let's just power this on again. Oh, Can you see that, guys? That is quite cool. I'm really happy with this now, because this can go on my shelf now as a worker, but we still need to try and sort this joystick. So let me just have a look online, see if we can find one I can 3D print. If not, I'm going to have a go and try and design it. Also, I'm missing the base, which I do have somewhere, so I'm just going to have a look for that as well, and I'll be back. Here it is, finally done and finally working now. So I did say we're missing this battery cover. We can just slot that into place now. So there you go, look how shiny it is compared to the rest of it. Oh, unfortunately this joystick is still missing. Now if anybody's got an STL to this, or they know where it is, I can't even find it on the video, there it is, then please drop me a link down below and let me know where I can print that. I do need to learn how to do these things myself, but unfortunately it's a bit beyond me at this moment. If you're new here, please hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. It always helps the channel. Now I was supposed to be doing the Apple this week, the Apple II again, but I've hit some issues with the discs. I think they're too old and they won't read, so I need to look into sourcing some new discs or making some using the grease weasel. That's why we went on to the Astro Wars, because it was sat in the shelf there for over a year, so I thought let's just get it done, crack on and get it finished. Don't forget to check out my YouTube buddies down below. You got likes of Captain Commodore, 8-Bit Retro Refix and Joseph, and come along to our Discord and say hello to us all. You can also reach me down there at neil@retroforyou.co.uk if you need to reach out to me for anything, even to say hello. And also on that point, don't forget to drop a comment down below, even if it's hello, because that again helps the channel grow. So that's it for this week. I shall see you next week on Retro for You. See you soon, guys. Bye.